You're all hung up on people being sweet, aren't you? He's sweet, everybody's sweet.
There's a place in this town where kids learn the wrong things.
Stack of Dimes.
A place where they keep a vicious secret.
Stack of Dimes.
A place controlled by people who profit from pain.
Stack of Dimes.
Now, this town's vicious secret is exposed. There's only one thing to do. Get ready for
Stack of Dimes. Stack of Dimes. Stack of Dimes. Stack of Dimes.
Stack of Dimes, we are the podcast that has found a way to put all of our years of programming into an AI computer, and it's going to spit out Stack of Dimes slop that will be able for you all to listen to well after I'm gone, well after Roden's gone, and well after JD's gone. And hopefully we'll make millions and billions of dollars off of it. And just keep churning it out, you know? What do you think?
I think that's a great idea.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And it's also going to completely suck every last bit of water from Lake Tahoe.
Oh, yeah, there's that shit. God damn it.
We got to cool those CPUs somehow.
Well, but I heard Elon's going to do it on the moon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to set these...
plenty of water on the moon.
These up on the moon, yeah.
Yeah, plenty of cooling fluids on the moon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you don't need it, though, because it's so goddamn cold up there. That's why you don't need the cooling fluid.
Oh, yeah.
It's so fucking cold.
Yeah.
Hey, why are you questioning a genius, dude? And that'll be great for what our plans are with this.
Yeah.
With this. So, no, I know the word slop is overused now. And I think it was like last year's word of the year or the year before or something.
I think people are still using it pretty regularly. AI slop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've noticed a pattern. You're on this rock long enough. I'm pushing, going to be 50 next year. Mm-hmm. So, what is that, half a century?
Yeah.
Half a century on this earth.
50 years old.
Yeah. And I noticed...
How are you feeling about that? Sorry, I don't mean
Well,
to
let's talk
derail
about
you,
it next year when I'm closer to it.
Okay.
Like,
you're pretty close to it now.
I just turned 49 in December. So let's pump the brakes on that.
Okay. All right.
But I've noticed some things, and I've got a theory here, and I thought I'd throw this out to you and the listeners and all this, and see what you think of this. Mm-hmm. The term slop gets thrown around a lot lately, but I think for the most part, every industry and every industry is rushing to get something made by AI or the equivalent of, and get people acclimated to that. So it's cheap to make. Mm-hmm. It's not very good, but I think they're realizing now that if you get generations, young people hooked on slop early, mm-hmm. they're okay with it for the rest of their life.
And you don't have to continue trying to make things better.
No, yeah.
Right.
In fact, I mean, if I guess you just make more slop, right? Like it's like, well, if they'll eat this, it was like that bit I think the Onion did one time about Domino's in their test kitchen. They're like, we are trying to make a pizza that will repulse the people that consume our products, and we've yet to find it. We've literally dumped a garbage can out on our pizza, and they still ate it. And I'm like, I really think they would do that if they could. And the reason I bring this up is...
This is such a sad subject.
The reason I bring this up is there's this... and I don't want to bore people with the nonsense that I do, but I watch... I like combat sports. I like kickboxing, boxing, mm-hmm. MMA, all that stuff. So there's one company now called TKO Holdings or TKO. I don't know whatever. It's a mega corporation that owns the UFC. Uh-huh. They own WWE. Right. So the big MMA organization, the big pro wrestling organization, and currently they just launched Zuffa Boxing, and they're trying to take that over. And the way they put this stuff out now, it's very like UFC now. To me, I don't even really like it anymore. It's too boring. It's slop. the same guys, they all wear the same uniform now. They have a uniform kit that they wear. So you oftentimes can't even tell these guys apart. In the past, you had like a guy like Chuck Liddell who had the ice shorts that he wore, or you had Tito Ortiz who had the flame shorts, or you had someone like Crow Cop who's wearing the checkered Croatian red and white checkered shorts, and they had their own personality they put into it. They've stripped them of that.
Really?
Oh yeah, you have to, because UFC does a license deal with, so Reebok did their kits for a minute. Now a company called Venom makes the kits, and so as a fighter, you have to wear one of the Venom shorts that are available, and sometimes you don't even get to choose the color. My understanding is because some of the colors denote like where you're at, like if you're a top 10 fighter, or if you're, I'm not sure if that still stands, but when they originally did this shit, so they've gotten it to the point where it's just this kind of bland presentation now. Yeah, and they're and I don't consume WWE or whatever, but people are complaining on that side as well. Yeah, now they just launched this Zuffa Boxing. They all had to wear the Zuffa Boxing shorts. That like, meanwhile, they plastered their fucking canvas with every ad you could think of.
Oh yeah,
because the whole thing was they were like, we don't like these fighters looking like NASCARs, so we don't want all these ads on their shorts and all this shit. Which is how a lot of the fighters will make money, is they get endorsements, sponsors. That's all taken away from them now. So the whole thing is, there's all these guys online now that complain about that product, but all of the young people who only know the UFC as that, go like, shut up, boomer. Shut the fuck up. Like, I don't care.
Quit dogging on my sport.
I don't care that Chuck Liddell won't be able to wear his ice shorts when he comes back. I don't give a shit about that stuff. And they do it in this place called the Apex, which is their own compound that they have in Las Vegas. So it's like an empty room. They started doing these fights at their own complex during COVID. With no audience, right?
Yeah. I remember this.
But they continued doing it because they can just churn out events every fucking weekend. Right. And it's the most boring, sterile environment. And so all the people like me who've known, like big crowds, like 20,000 people, 30,000, that kind of makes it exciting. Yeah. All the young guys are like, fuck you guys. You old idiots, dipshits. You guys had one event a month. We get like one every weekend, sometimes two. So it's all about quantity and not quality.
Yeah. Well, this goes into the food conversation.
That's why I'm bringing it up.
Right.
That like, too.
It also, I've noticed the slopification of like American, like, I'm just going to say it, patriotism.
Yeah, sure.
Slopification of patriotism. Yes, and like, especially in what you were just talking about, like branded stuff, right? Yeah. It's like all this, like I think there's literally a brand that's like, that's called We the People or something like that. And it's just a bunch of screen printings of like a busted up American flag, like a ripped up flag in different positions. Yeah, tattered flag in different positions on like your chest or on a hat. Or, a sticker that's on somebody's car that says 1776 above it or some shit. You know? And it's just the dumbest looking stuff. Like, and it's all the same. Or you get these ads online for like pre-distressed. Yeah, like clothing, but it's like military-esque, So it's like that military green or army green, and it's just like, it looks like it's been rubbed in dirt, like literally distressed, rubbed in dirt and tattered up, and it's got like a flag on it,
Cool. That sounds cool.
Oh, fucking just drives me nuts. Drives me fucking insane. Like, we're going back to, because like 1990s, right? Like late 1990s, when the grunge era was reaching its like end, where you had bands like Three Doors Down were coming out and stuff, and like trying to emulate, like all these bands were trying to emulate Nirvana, right? And then all of a sudden you had guys like fucking Kid Rock and Limp Bizkit and Slipknot and all this shit that just all of it sounded very similar.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it was really, really similar.
The way it's produced, the way it's recorded, the way it's I mean,
and it was
by the way,
garbage.
It's way worse now.
Oh yeah,
but I think you're right. That's kind of like ground zero when it really started.
Yeah. But it also, I mean, the 90s were rife with like, especially like the R&B side of things too, and even like the hip hop with like Sean Puffy Combs.
Yep. Yeah.
Like if you go back and you listen to like some of P. Diddy's albums or music, it is shit.
Yeah.
It is so bad. Like it's not good. It is not good.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that at the time.
I did too. I didn't like it.
And that period has basically, for me, that has been like when music started to get really bad. And keep in mind, how old were you when that shit was coming out?
16, 17.
Okay, so I was like 20, 19.
Yeah.
But I even knew it then. Like, I was like, this is shit. Like, I don't like listening to this.
Yeah.
And it surprised me how a lot of that kept going and held on for so long.
It really did. But it kind of went away for a little bit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And now it's back.
Now it's back. But the thing that never really went away was that kind of super sheeny, like pop music.
Yeah.
Like that's everything.
That's all.
Like,
that's always been
that's
around though. I mean, you could go back to the 50s and still have that as well.
But I'm talking about your Britney Spears, your boy bands, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, but that is
like kept on going.
Sure, but it's an evolution of where it started, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's always about like teens get on whatever it is, and it's like, and it's made to be very catchy and consumable and I get all that, but at least you had genre changes through the years, right? Like, and you don't like. Taylor Swift and that kind of music has ruled for a long ass time now.
Yes.
Like if you turn on a top 40 radio station, or if you go to Spotify or whatever and you look at what like the more popular music is, it's a lot of that newer bubblegum pop kind of. It's I don't know, man.
Yeah. Well, it's all packaged too, like a lot of like all this stuff is packaged in quick increments too, which is completely like, I experience this on a different level because I've got a young child, preteen, young kid in the house. And so there's a lot of like YouTube shorts. And like you experience this when you come over and she's like, hey, I've got this great joke for you.
Great joke or new dance
or something like that. And it'll just be her emulating something that she saw off of YouTube shorts, right? Because we do not allow her to have...
YouTube slop.
Yep, YouTube slop. And she's not allowed to have TikTok. She's not allowed to have Instagram yet. And like, she can't be on social media, but she does use YouTube. And a lot of that stuff just gets transferred to YouTube.
Yeah.
Right? It's all everywhere.
Yeah, it trickles down. It finally will make it to that.
But she'll do these like little skits that make zero sense because they're completely out of context and they're like from a short like 15-second video. And so she'll just be sitting there and she'll like say something that means nothing to me, right? And think it's the funniest thing on the planet. And it's like, I haven't seen what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right? So I have no idea what you're doing and why it would be funny. Right?
And does she get a kick out of the fact that you don't get it?
I don't think so.
Because that's a lot of this stuff I find recently has been like the 6-7 thing or whatever, 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Like it seemed to me like
the part of it was like that people just didn't understand what it means. And
a lot of older people.
Yeah.
But they're like, haha, they're dumb because they don't understand it.
Yeah.
Which is stupid because you don't even understand it because it means nothing.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make sense.
Right.
And the fact that I'm pointing out that it doesn't make sense doesn't make me dumb, no matter how you want to say that it does. Like that stuff is killing me, man.
But, well, what's killing me is having my daughter come up and be like, okay, I got a good joke. And it's like, I have to go, okay, is this a joke that you just saw off of, or is what you're doing right now something that has anything to do with a YouTube short? Because I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get it. I'm probably not gonna think it's funny. Like I'm just gonna, hey, stop you right here. You know? And I'm trying, dude, like she can't even watch a full fucking movie anymore.
Well, yeah.
Like her brain is
yeah.
so, and we are trying to combat this like so hard.
You can't win.
You cannot.
I don't think you can win.
You cannot win it. And unless we take her, like literally take her phone away, take her, like her way of communicating with her friends away, like it's over. Like, I don't know how this generation is gonna like dig themselves out of it. Maybe it doesn't even need to be. Maybe it's just two old guys that are like worried about something that, you know, our father's generation were worried about us, you know?
There is some of that, but I still think that, like, at least our generation, you can look back on things that were made from a period of that things that are old that we still are like, this is way better than what we have now, like furniture and shit like that. There's tons of stuff that was like, this is just a better design product, a better built product.
Yeah.
And we can admit that. We do it all the time. Our generation does it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, even you're bringing up the fact like the grunge era or whatever, where a lot of the clothing, they would just go to a thrift store and they would just buy what was there. And so that's how you got a lot of combat boots and a lot of flannel and, you know, kind of, you know, that military supply store downtown Seattle.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of them went to buy that shit. Mm-hmm. Right. And it was kind of just because, hey, it's there.
That place is gone by now, right?
No, it's still there.
It's still there?
Yeah, we just walked by it. Me and Anita just walked by it.
With the bomb outside?
Yeah, but I think it's the one on First Avenue, right?
Yeah.
But I think now it's more like you can go in and they sell like, you can buy Jimi Hendrix t-shirts. Like it's more of a touristy sort of thing now, is my understanding. I haven't been in there.
I used to fucking love going in that place when I was a kid.
But even like that, was taking something from the past and literally not doing anything to it, just reusing it.
Yeah.
But you're talking about along the lines of like clothing. There's a company, Fanatics. Do you know Fanatics?
I think so. I think I know where you're going with this.
So they pretty much make, like, for a while there, I don't know if they still are, they would get every license for like every major sport.
Yeah.
And their t-shirts were always ill-fitting, like one wash, they fucking suck. So like I would go to any event. I'd go, I don't know, I went to like a boxing match down in LA. Me and Anita went down there. And I was like, I'm going to go buy a shirt. And they're like, hey, can I see that shirt? I look at, they're all Fanatics.
Yeah.
They all, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
Well, it's like when Seahawks were going to the Super Bowl, there were all these little like tents that were set up around in everywhere around Washington State, right? Where it was just on every street corner you could go and you could buy like a really cheap looking Seahawks jersey or Seahawks t-shirt.
Those were all down.
Seahawks towel. They were all over Bellevue. They were all over Seattle. Like
the parade route, I bought a $10 t-shirt on the parade route.
Yeah. And it's all that just garbage, cheap shit. Like you couldn't get a real jersey there. Like you could get a t-shirt that looked like that was screen printed to look like a jersey.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah, I bought my shirt for $10 is it's like 3 of the players with no logos on their helmets.
Yeah.
And it says pick your poison. It's so terrible. It was $10.
Oh my god.
I was like, I got to buy one of these shitty shirts.
Oh, gross.
But the Fanatic stuff drives me nuts is because for a while there it didn't matter, like whatever major sport, you're fucked. Like you're like, this is a once in a lifetime boxing event.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, they use Fanatics? Shit.
So it's never gonna fit right.
It's never gonna fit right. It's gonna
first wash or first dry. It's gonna shrink up on you, dude.
Just slop, dude.
Just titting out on that thing.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Somehow
moving out.
Yeah, it accentuates my bitch tits and my dick
and my belly button.
Yeah,
like you can see like somehow. Isn't that weird how a shirt works like that, right? Like where it will stretch out, but it will also suck into your navel.
Yes.
Like, what's that? What kind of physics are going into that?
I don't know.
What kind of physics play into that?
And by God, if you find a perfect fitting T-shirt, I want to buy like 7 of them.
Oh, that's what I do now.
Yeah.
Although, so I was really into American Apparel shirts.
I remember that for a long ass time.
And so
everyone was.
ever since that guy got Me Too'd, right? Like for good reason. Guy was a fucking real piece of work.
Yeah.
So there's some sort of semblance of American Apparel still out there.
Uh-huh.
One of it branched off and became LA Apparel.
Okay.
And it's expensive, right? So I don't buy those.
Uh-huh.
But there's still an American Apparel brand on Amazon that's available. And they still fit just like the original American Apparel, but they are much shittier products.
Uh-huh.
But that's what I've been buying in bulk every time I need new shirts. Like I'll just get different colors. Because I don't like having any like printing on my shirts anymore. I just want plain
I still
shirt.
don't mind it, but I like a plain V-neck that I was doing for a while.
You can pull off a V-neck. I cannot.
I was doing, and I don't
like the V-neck.
I don't like the V-neck to be too deep and wide. I need like a tiny V-neck.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, JCPenney, Arizona brand.
Oh, Arizona was a good brand.
And they had their shirts, their T-shirts. They had a multitude of colors.
Yeah.
You could get them in either V-neck or not, just crew or whatever.
Right.
And they were like $5 a piece, $4 a piece. They'd be on sale all the time. I bought so many of those. They used to fit me perfectly.
Yeah.
So I had a ton of those, but then I got fat. And so, and after washing them so many times, they're like sausage casing now. They're just so fucking tight. So I went back and I was like, okay, I'm just going to go buy more. And they totally changed the material.
Yep.
Changed the cut of it.
Slopped it.
They
slopped it up.
They slopped it up. And now it's like super ill-fitting. And you could literally grab the exact same shirt in a different color. And you could go into the changing room and they will be completely different shirts. Like one will be super tight and then you're like, it's an XL. And you put the other XL on and it's super loose.
That's like these hats that I buy now because I'm just balding like a madman. And it's not a good balding either. You've seen it.
Yeah, I just saw it now when you took your hat off. And
it's not a good balding.
Wispily ran your fingers through
fucking just gross
your feathers.
I just need to
like,
see if I didn't have
like spun cotton.
I'm just really hanging on here.
Yeah,
literally by a thread.
Would you ever
thread of really thin hair?
Would you ever do any sort of surgery?
No.
If you found
I don't think so.
If like what John Curley locally is always advertising. I've always said if I ever meet
too expensive.
Yeah.
I'm a cheapskate.
Yeah.
And 2, like, who am I doing it for?
Well, I'm saying, like, let's just say that we're talking.
I'm just talking about myself.
What if you came into a bunch of money? Would you then think about it?
Probably.
Really?
Yeah. As long as they could numb me the fuck up.
I probably would too.
Yeah, I'd do it if I had like a ton of money just to blow on everything.
Yeah.
I'd totally do it. I'd totally do it. Because I got a weird shaped fucking head, dude. It is a weird shaped head.
Yeah, I mean, you shaved it once, I think. Right?
Yeah, I had it. It was shaved. I think was it last year at the lake.
I don't think it's that bad. What's wrong with it?
I don't know. It's kind of cone shaped.
Huh?
Comes up to a point in the back.
I don't remember that
a little bit.
Really.
I've got a big flesh tone mole on the top too.
That's what I would be terrified. I've got some sort of moles and whatnot under.
It's just a big bump right on the top. Always been there.
Can they melon scoop that out or something?
Probably,
no?
But then it would just leave a big freaking scar right there at the top of my head.
So I do want to go back to music a little
I'm sorry.
bit too.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's fine. And I want to go back to food as well. But this music shit, and I've heard about how the ultimate thing for like, this is I guess a conspiracy theory, but I don't see why it makes sense, is that AI music's getting better and better.
Yeah, this shit. This stuff pisses me off. It makes me so mad.
I heard like Spotify they've been making AI music for a while and putting it into,
people's playlists.
because they don't have to pay licensing fees for it.
Yep.
They don't have to pay the artist, none of that stuff. The second that stuff becomes popular, any of it, it's fucking game over, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because again, if you're a kid and you were watching a TikTok video and the music in that TikTok video is an artist that is completely AI, they won't care. They will not care.
Yeah.
And I even said this one time when we talked about it, I was like, hey, look, if it's makes me, makes my head bop, I'm probably not going to shun it because it's AI. I'm going to be like, you know what? I kind of like that song. I'll admit it.
Yeah.
But I don't want
I just think it's bad, dude. I think it's bad for humanity. I think it's terrible for humanity if we're relying on computers to make the art that we consume.
Well, and I don't think it will ever completely replace. I don't think
I would hope not. I don't think it would either, but there is something in the back of my mind that's saying, boy, we're just fucking doomed.
Well,
as a species.
Look at the slop that's on streaming services. Look at the slop that comes out in movie theaters now. It's like everything is, how do we make something like the past and recapture
that? There was that whole thing that came out recently with that brand new Matt Damon and Ben Affleck movie that's on Netflix. What's it called again?
I don't know. I know what you're talking about. I have not watched it.
And Matt Damon came out and was like, yeah, Netflix came to us and was like, you have to basically state the plot of this movie like every 15 minutes or something like that.
What?
You have to basically kind of rehash the plot of this movie in the dialogue every 15 minutes because people are now looking at their phones and watching movies at the same time.
Oh my God.
So you have to do this. This is a requirement for Netflix movies, basically.
Get out of here.
Yeah. And so like they have to make they're telling people that you have to make movies dumber because people are basically getting dumber.
Oh my God.
That's basically what it is, right? It's like our phones, these little pocket computers are fucking destroying not only just our attention spans, they're making us dumber.
Well, you don't have to retain anything anymore in your brain.
That's
right?
what makes you dumb.
Yeah. It's just like, I don't need to learn anything.
Right.
Because I can just look at this device and it'll tell me.
You can have it figure it out for you. I think is a really, really, and that goes back to the arts as well.
Okay, so let's go
if you're unable to think of something creatively, right? Which is, kind of, telling where we're at now, right, in this country with our political mess that we're in right now. If you don't have to think creatively about anything and you're just spoon-fed all this stuff, right, in little snippets to kind of reinforce, your outlook on the world or your fears, right, and just stoke that, and you have it just spoon-fed to you over and over and over and over again with an algorithm, then dude. Well, this is where we're at.
And we're at a point now.
Did that make sense? I feel like I fucking was talking in circles there.
There's shit now where it's like you can just say whatever you want to say now.
Yeah.
Right? And you don't have to, you're not expected to back up anything with facts. It doesn't matter really anymore.
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
And that stuff, that's even more frustrating for me is like, it's like when someone brings you something that is so clearly not true, and then you're trying to explain to them why it's not true, but they want no part of you. Like they don't want, like, hey, it reminds me of this way back when I first got into radio. I think we've talked about this on the show before, where, do you remember that guy Jubal?
Yeah.
He's still around now.
Oh my God.
And he would do the Jubal phone taps or whatever.
Yep.
No, this has been
first date update. Yeah. That kind of bullshit. Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to sit here and allege anything. It's like, I'm not going to say like he's doing this, but there were tons of radio shows across the country that were doing these phone tap calls.
The same thing.
And there's tons of services that would offer like the script of what the call is, and they'd have an actor, and they give you the
I
other
knew
side.
a couple comedians that were on those phone banks.
Okay, so they do this whole thing where it's like, hey, thanks for calling Pete's Pizza, and then I would record my part, and then that would be the funny, right? So people in the industry knew that there were these services. You'd go to one town and you'd hear a DJ talk to the same person on the same line, all that stuff, because you sign up for it, you pay a monthly fee, they send you the stuff, the scripts, all that stuff.
And that's why when you're listening to that too, like they never say the name of the place, like the town that they're in.
Correct. Yeah. They'll keep it generic.
They'll keep it generic enough to where it's like, I was over in the city.
Or sometimes these companies will also offer like the major markets. This is like the top 20 markets. Yeah. So then you just record it. Like you do 20 different versions of where you're saying you're from or whatever. So then it localizes it, but it's still super easy to do. Yeah. So, but I would meet people and they would go like, oh man, I love that, phone tap segment on that one show. And I was like, that's fake, right? They're like, what do you mean? Like, and I tell them, oh yeah, it's a service you sign up for. Like, no, it's not. Yeah. 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 I work in radio. It's very much, no, it's not. I'm like, it is. They're fucking actors. Yeah. And then they're like, well, I don't care. It's funny anyways. Yeah. That always drove me nuts.
That drove me nuts too. Because I had the same conversation with a guy that I used to carpool with. And we would listen whenever he was driving, whenever it was his turn of the week to drive. I said that weird. It was his week.
You'd trade off. Trade off.
And he loved to listen to that early in the morning, right? And I would tell him, I was like, just listen to this and remember tomorrow, right? After we listen to it today, you're never going to hear the name of the city that they're talking about. You're never going to hear the name of the place that they went, right? You're never going to hear the name of like the town that they're from, right? I just live outside the city. We went into the city. Yep. All that. Or
they'll do the bleep too when they say the name. Hey, you've called beep. They'll like because they're like, oh, we don't want a lawsuit, so we got to bleep the name.
I would just say, just remember that for tomorrow when we're listening to it again, and the same thing's happening.
Yeah, listen for it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I would tell them the same thing. I was like, dude, I do an interview show. I've interviewed tons of comedians. There are two of them that I've talked to that are actually on these fucking phone banks. Yeah. They do this. They get paid to do this, right? And they come up with a story, and he said the same thing. It was like he didn't want to believe it there for a little while, and then he was finally like, "Well, I don't care. It's funny. It's hilarious."
And I'm like, maybe we're snobs saying this stuff, right? Maybe we're snobs.
Know. It's just so dumb.
I mean, but you go to you're bringing up food. I can't. Pretty much every food that I've known since I was a kid, whether it be like fucking Totino's pizza rolls, like me and JD talk about all the time, they're not as good as they were. No, they're weird tasting now. The quality of them has gone, and this is where I hate bringing this stuff up because people out there are like, yeah, dude, they're pizza rolls. Yeah. They're already garbage food. Yeah, I understand that, but like they were better, right? They were better.
They were filled with more things.
Now it's like a paste.
Yeah.
It's like JD always says, like you would bite into the old stuff and you'd see like a
chunk of pepperoni.
A chunk of pepperoni, a melted pocket of cheese there. Yeah. Now it's just like it's like they blended all of it together and extruded some sort of paste in there.
Yeah.
And it's almost just kind of flavorless too.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like much.
But like, we talk about this all the time too with fast food restaurants. Again, people say it's garbage food anyways, whatever. But I don't go like a McDonald's. I don't go to McDonald's other than breakfast, which we've talked about. God bless. Thankfully, they haven't touched that shit. They're smart enough to know like, hey, people love this, so we're not going to fuck with it. But everything else, McChickens, their burgers, their McNuggets.
Did you see the latest ad that McDonald's just put out with their CO?
No.
taking a bite of the Arch burger?
No.
That they just came out with? Like this $8 burger that's supposed to be like, this is our like McDonald's version of like a smash burger or something like that. It's just like a bigger burger or whatever. First of all, looked like shit. Like in the ad.
Is this a produced ad, like a really good produced ad, or is it supposed to be more like
it's supposed to be more like
a viral?
Hey, like a viral thing. This is the CEO of McDonald's sitting down for his lunch, and he makes a point of saying, "This is, and trust me, I'm going to eat this for my lunch." It's like, okay, why did you need to clarify?
Yeah, why are you saying it that way?
Right? So fucking weird. And then he takes a bite of this thing, right? First of all, it looks like it looks like trash.
Of course, yeah.
He takes a bite of this, and they freeze the video that I saw. They framed it like after he takes a bite, and he's acting like his mouth is just totally full, but there's just the smallest little
bite,
like just half moon shape, just taken out of just the tip of the bun. Like he literally just touched it to his lips and maybe even took off just a flake,
Good Lord.
And he's like, and just like, what is this? Why did you even think that this was good enough to air?
Yeah.
It was just so fucking weird. So even the CEO doesn't even like the food that they're putting out.
Well, McNuggets. I always go to McNuggets. Let's talk about McNuggets.
McNuggets, yes.
We all know, like, pink slime and all that shit, whatever. It's like, here's what I always say about like a chicken nugget is basically you basically have ground chicken, like chicken burger almost, but more finely ground, and then you shape it, and then you batter dip it or whatever, and they flash fry it, and then they go to the restaurant, and then they refry it, right?
Yeah.
Fully to whatever. That doesn't even really bother me, like, because there's people out there that are like, oh, chicken nuggets, that's just assholes and belly buttons ground up or whatever. It's like, whatever, okay, right? And they just shape it. That's weird. It's like, it is kind of weird, but it's also pretty good sometimes. It's kind of like some nuggets are pretty damn good, right?
Yeah.
It's trash.
It's trash now.
But theirs specifically through the years.
Yes.
And again, I don't go often. So whenever you're like in a pinch and you're someplace where it's like, it's late, we're hungry, the only thing they have is a McDonald's. Mm-hmm. It's almost shocking every time I go.
Yeah.
Because
how bad they are.
How bad they have changed things. The fries, the burger patties themselves, but you're getting a generation of people now that are growing up with that version of it.
Well, my kids don't even like McNuggets.
Yeah.
Like
it doesn't surprise me. I mean,
like
they're not
weird,
good.
They're weird and spongy.
Yes.
Now it's like it's more. It's like it even feels like it might be even just like a vegan product.
Kind of, right? Yeah.
Like almost like a TVP,
like a soy paste,
textured vegetable protein.
Exactly.
And they're just odd.
Well, when you bite into them and you look at it,
it's spongy. It's like a spongy matrix,
and it's a super like thin layer.
Yeah,
now,
it's
too.
very very thin. They're not as big as they used to be.
Yeah,
and I think I don't agree with you that they may have been at one time like an actual chunk of like chicken breast or white meat. Or
I don't think
like
they
that.
were. Were they?
I think they were. You and I have gotten into this before.
I don't think McDonald's ever were.
No, I always thought it was just ground chicken.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Which I was fine with because it was ground. It was like the thigh meat and the breast meat ground together.
Well, and
which makes it juicier.
Me and JD have talked about this in the past too.
Yeah.
When I was in elementary school and high school, when you got McNuggets, you'd get dark meat and white meat in there. And there were two different ones because I had
see, I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all. Maybe it was
Sam Plumbarger. He would not eat the dark meat ones. So he'd bite into it.
Yeah.
If it was a dark meat, he'd spit it out and set it aside. He only wanted the white meat ones.
See, man, we got to look that up.
I've looked it up. There's a whole thing on Reddit and shit. Yeah,
really?
People talk about it all the time.
No shit.
Because then they made a very... marketing wise, at one point they were like, now made with all white meat chicken.
Huh.
Like they made a move where they're like, we're making these things healthier, so they're only white meat now. And me and JD would always talk about, I kind of liked the dark meat ones because they were juicier and more flavor.
Yeah, of course
Then you'd
they
get
would be.
the white meat ones and they're like spongy and dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now that's the only, they don't fuck around with the dark meat anymore.
Weird. So I don't ever remember that.
Oh yeah. It's a big deal. You can find it. You can go online.
Maybe this is where our argument stemmed from a long time ago. But
there's also like
they're just not it's like what we've called on this program before as the enshittification of just everything.
Yeah.
It's the slopification
Yeah.
of all this stuff. It's just to squeeze more money out of the product.
Yeah, it's
right?
like how
you make it as cheap as possible. Like,
which then the taste, the quality of it goes down. But they're basically thinking like,
you're going to dip this in something anyway, so you're not going to be able to.
And we can acclimate them to this.
Yeah.
Then there's still more bottom we can get to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
It's, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just because I'm just the old angry dude now, but it's tiresome, man. It's tiresome. I get so like, God damn, like it's all just so much of this garbage is slung your way on a daily basis.
Yeah. I mean, there are ways to find good products.
Sure.
But those good products now cost so much more than the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it makes you buy less good stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because you just can't afford it anymore.
Yeah.
Fucking everything is so fucking expensive. It's nuts. It's bananas, dude. We did it. So my wife has been on this like budget kick ever since New Year's Eve. It was our resolution to kind of budget.
Okay.
And really just kind of take stock of how much we're spending and what we're spending that money on, right? And so she did this whole spreadsheet, dude. This is awesome. Like all this, she's keeping track of every red cent that we spend now, right? And so we created a budget. We allowed ourselves $200 for like eating out and like, going out to bars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right. Last month, we have my parents over. My dad like pressure washes my whole patio and my driveway and stuff. And so we treat him to dinner. We go to Saffron.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Which is
Northgate,
down in Northgate here in Seattle.
I've not been there.
We're real. We just said locations. And we get some Indian food. I love that place so much, dude.
Yeah,
It's
people
so good.
really like that place.
So good. $200 for one meal to feed 6 people, right? And so
it wiped out
the whole entire budget. Then we ended up going and playing, or not playing bingo, but we went to a couple of the football games at the Eagles, racked up a bar tab twice, food, stuff like that at those games. And then we ended up, the kids were on like midwinter break and we felt bad that we weren't going anywhere or doing anything like their other friends. And so we allowed them to have their other friends that weren't going anywhere and doing anything come over and have sleepovers. So we had 4 sleepovers in that week. And so we had to buy food for that too. So we got some takeout a couple of the nights and stuff. Guess how much we ended up spending in 1 month? And this was, keep in mind, this was like way less than we've done in the past with like eating out and doing takeout.
600
stuff. $500.
500
in 1 month. And it was like, holy shit. Like that's where a lot of that money's going.
Yeah.
Right? Or was going. Right? And just like not going to the expensive grocery store anymore.
Yeah.
Which is near our place.
Yeah.
This like used to be called Central Markets.
Yeah,
now
Town and Country.
The Town and Country. What's it called now?
I don't know what it's called now, actually.
I can't
but
remember.
it's a Town and Country store.
Is it so? Oh yeah, it's still it's
like
just
in that
called
family.
Town and Country.
Is it?
now.
Okay.
Yeah. But so we don't shop there anymore. And holy shit, have we saved a shit ton of money just not shopping there. But
you're just buying slop now.
Now we're buying slop.
I love that you belch. I love that you like belch saying slop, dude.
Slop.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to be negative, but it's just there's just a lot of it out there, man. And it just got me. And I know I'm missing a ton of things. Like when we're done here, I'm gonna be like, fuck, I forgot to talk about this. I forgot to talk about that. But it's I don't know, man. And JD's texted me a while back, and he goes something to the effect of I don't think I like movies anymore. I get no joy. I get no joy from it.
Yeah, right.
And it really is like I saw that Mercy movie, that new Chris Pratt movie.
Oh, the Chris Pratt movie? No interest. I have no interest.
It is so bad, man. It is so bad. And I'm not saying that because it's Chris Pratt or anything. I don't, he's had some movies that I thought are,
super fun.
That are fun. Yeah, exactly. Good way of putting it. This movie was so bad, dude. It is awful. It should have been straight to streaming.
Was it in theaters?
Yeah. I went and saw a press screening of it.
Oh, geez.
In IMAX 3D.
Oh, my God. It
was awful.
I sat on the couch Thursday night and literally scrolled through movies. I started 3 movies and stopped them like 10 minutes in.
They couldn't keep your interest.
Couldn't keep my interest. Couldn't hold it. And I was like, anymore, all I want to watch is something I've already seen that I know is good.
Right.
That I know the movie and I know it's good.
Yeah.
So I ended up watching, God, what did I end up watching?
Oh, you watched
fucking
Action USA again. Right?
No, I think I watched Sicario for like the fucking 800th time.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I watched Dune. I watched the first Dune. Another Denis Villeneuve movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, like, I'm just like scrolling through these fucking streaming services, just like, and HBO is the same way, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a bunch of garbage on there.
Well, and now you're going to have looking like CBS or Paramount Skydance is going to buy Warner Brothers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then
it's all going to be Gold Rush shows that's on HBO Max now.
Yeah. And we were talking about this at work. So is there now basically 3 movie studios, right? You've got Disney, which owns 20th Century Fox.
Yeah.
You've got Universal, which owns Comcast, and then you've got Paramount, which like owns the rest.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it, right? Like I know there's some indie stuff out there like Lionsgate. I don't know if they're a part of any of these bigger conglomerations or whatever, but like it's a bad scene, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I agree.
I just, how can a company like that?
These mergers should have never been allowed to happen.
It's wild, man.
Yeah.
It is wild.
Yeah. They should never have been allowed to happen.
They're listing like all the entertainment brands that will be under that one wing, and it's pretty mind blowing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But and that industry, much like the music industry, is dying.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because newer generations, like you were saying, they don't consume that stuff really anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got to be honest, like oftentimes when I'm like, okay, I just want to unplug and I want to zone out before I go to bed, I put on YouTube now more than anything.
Yep. Yeah.
You would have told me that like 6 years ago, I would have said, you're fucking crazy. There's no way.
Yeah.
But all the time, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too. I'll watch it to go to sleep sometimes.
Yeah.
Actually, not sometimes. A lot of times.
A lot of times, and it like loops through.
And it loops through,
like other things in that genre. Mm-hmm. So you'll like wake up and you're like, oh, what the fuck's this?
Yeah, I'm just watching
this other retro gaming thing. What is this one?
British guy fucking fix he's resoldering a circuit board on.
Yeah.
I love this guy. Stez Fix. If you're out there. I love you, dude.
I watch Macho Nacho Productions. He always does like retro, like redoing retro game systems, but like he'll put like a new screen or he'll add an HDMI out.
HDMI out on it.
So it'll be like him, like you're saying, pulling the board out and soldering new things in there.
Yeah.
I just fucking watch all that.
This guy that I watch all the time, his name is Stezfix. I don't even know his real name. But yeah, just people send him shit like blow
Would you consider
dryers.
that slop?
I don't know if I consider that slop because it's just a dude fixing something to make it work again.
And he's actually doing it.
He's actually doing it.
Yeah.
And he's showing you how to do it. And it's like, I find it endlessly fascinating.
Yeah.
I also watch a lot of woodworking videos.
I'm sure you do, yeah.
And so I really enjoy that too. And it's people that are making things, right? And I think that's a funny, weird niche of YouTube as well, because it's like, I don't know if this fits in the slop category that we're talking about, but it definitely like fills a void that a lot of us are not getting anymore.
Yeah.
Where, a lot of us probably live in apartments or smaller places that do not have like a woodworking shop or anything like that. And watching somebody build something may kind of, activate this part of your brain that, our animal instincts kind of need to use our hands to do things.
Yeah.
Whether you're watching somebody garden or you're watching somebody fix electronics or
if you think about it,
chair.
If you think about it, back in the day, there was a lot of that shit that was on, like even just watching Bob Ross paint.
Yeah.
Or guy,
This Old House.
This Old House is where I was going to go with.
Norm Abrams, dude.
Loved that shit when I was a kid.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
so it's existed
restoration,
before.
Creating and restoration of things. Like I'll sit and watch that all day long.
Yeah, I mean, and this goes back to what I was saying before. Maybe it is more of just an evolution of what has already been around. It's just more readily available and easier to find. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
but there's no doubt that stuff is getting shittier.
Well, and then think about
because there's a lot of that too.
Reality TV slop.
Yeah.
There's just a ton of that garbage.
That is the one thing, if I were able to go back in time and somehow kill the person who like invented reality TV.
I mean, our president right now was a reality TV star.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's how again, slop. We
slopified our presidency.
I mean, again, we don't talk politics hardly ever on this show.
I'm the only one that seems to bring it up.
Yeah. But I mean, you can't deny the fact that, because I mean, I did not watch that show.
No.
I had no interest in it.
Me either.
There's a lot of, I mean, I'm not like some snob saying I didn't watch reality TV. I watched plenty of it.
Yeah, you and your wife are really into Big Brother.
We'll watch it every summer when it comes out.
I can't stand this shit.
But
never been able to stomach it.
But there's only certain ones I can stomach, but Apprentice was never one. Mm-hmm. It was always too corny to me. It was always too stagey to me. I can't do that shit. So it's unbelievable to me how popular that show became. And what he springboard from that, it's just fucking blows my mind.
And what people viewed as like being true business,
it's so completely not.
It's like
he would have these fake.
So the business is the Trump name, right? This was the basis of that show, right? The business was the Trump name. It was like branding things Trump.
Well, but also he's so successful at running the Trump enterprise, whatever it is, right? Like,
which was selling his name.
Yeah. I mean,
if you think about it for 5 minutes, none of it makes sense, right? Because then he takes people that he's like, okay, if you win this show, you're going to work for the Trump empire, right?
Yeah.
So go and work in an ice cream parlor for, 2 hours.
Yeah, if you're successful at that for those 2 hours.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna weed out. We're gonna separate the wheat from the chaff.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to make 40 ice cream cakes.
But yet again, there's people that are like, I understand what this is. I don't need to explain to you why I find it entertaining or why I like it.
Yeah.
And so, fuck off.
Yeah.
Basically, you get that a lot where it's like, I never understood how like Maury Povich kept like, or those daytime shows like that. Yeah.
I couldn't stand that shit either.
I couldn't stand that stuff.
The Jerry Springer, everything. It just made me so fucking depressed.
And it was also so like they used the same.
Yeah.
Like they had a format and they just pump it out. Every show was the same, but they just had different people for that show. And I couldn't. I was like, this is so clearly not real.
Yeah.
I can't watch this. And that was also, I had a problem with pro wrestling. Like I had a phase when I was a kid, but the second they came out and when I was a kid, they still would hold that it was like, they wouldn't talk about it being fake or real.
Fake. Yeah.
Right. And it wasn't like I thought it was real. I knew it was like exaggerated over the top. But the second they were like, oh yeah, this shit's like fake. And I got older. I had no interest. I never had zero interest in that shit now at all. And they try to blur these lines where it's like, like ESPN signed a deal. They had a bunch of that WWE bullshit. And they're like doing interviews with the athletes, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Again, they basically are doing a stunt show live.
Yes.
It's impressive. I'll give them that much. I'm not one of these people that are like, oh, it's like when they say it's fake. I'm not saying they do some amazing shit.
Yeah.
It's just not interesting to me.
It's more so acrobatics.
Yeah, it's more
than it is
stunts and acrobats.
Yeah.
It's not interesting to me.
While being pumped up with so much human growth hormone.
Yeah. it just didn't do anything.
No, it didn't do anything for me either. Because it always ringed fake to me. Even as a small child, I could see that it wasn't really real. Because my cousin was really into it. And I would watch it sometimes with him, and I'd be like, what? That's not real. Like, he didn't really hit that guy with a chair.
Yeah.
Like, so it never, that kind of stuff, like all the Maury Povich, the Jerry Springer stuff, like it all just like depressed me.
Yeah.
Even at a young age, like this is bad. This is bad for us.
Yeah.
This will eventually be bad for us.
Now it's just fucking new normal.
Yeah, too bad there wasn't Kalshi back in the 80s. I would have bet on it.
Yeah.
I was like, this is going to fucking ruin our country. Eventually. Boy, it's a really fucking depressing episode.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just was like, I just really wanted to talk about it.
It's just on your brain.
It was on my brain, yeah.
I got a text from Thunder earlier tonight. Says, we're not going to watch a movie. We're going to do an SOD.
Well, but because the last episode was a you blew
sure,
it
yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
So,
yeah.
And I knew that you didn't want
I have a topic. And I was like, oh, fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Comes in the main room. He's like, all right, we're gonna talk about like AI and like slop.
Just slop in general.
Slopification of everything. And I was like, oh boy.
You didn't
I'm gonna go down a dark road.
There's still, I mean, you could get into video games. You can get into any sort of products that have come through the years.
Yeah.
It's harder and harder to get good quality stuff.
Well, video games.
Yeah. Like,
should we get into this really quick?
If you want to.
Yeah. I used to be a pretty big fan of the Call of Duty series.
Yeah.
Right? Loved when those games would come out. And it's just like a action movie, right?
Yeah.
Like you're just playing through an action movie. These games are so fucking boring now. And the stories are so dumb. And they try to make them like crazy and convoluted and stuff. But it's just so stupid. It's just so stupid. This last one that they just came out with. Worst selling one that they've ever put out. Because nobody has any interest in it anymore. It's like, because they're coming out every year.
Yeah.
Too. Right?
Yeah.
And they were always the games that like had the best graphics, right? And but they're all like very straightforward, you run in a straight line, basically, right? It's not an open world game where you can go and interact with much around you or anything like that. But they were always really fun to play. But I've completely lost interest in that because it's just like they just
churn them out,
now, and they're just garbage. Like, and it's due to the cost of making them, one, and two, they're like, well, we have to make the graphics improved each game, so that's going to cut into paying people to write an actual cogent storyline,
right?
Or
it's cohesive storyline. You gotta.
We're focusing on the graphics rather than doing this other stuff, and also paying you guys who are making it a lot less.
That industry, the movie industry, TV, and music, is holding on to a way of doing things that
no longer apply.
Well, or they're still way too expensive, right, to make, and it's like you can't. It's not sustainable anymore, right? Because if you don't have enough people buying the stuff or buying tickets, or like it's not sustainable.
Yeah,
I just don't see, like that dude Beato, Rick Beato.
Yeah,
I watched one of his videos the other day. He had a short one where
how many Beatos would you give it?
I would give it probably like three or four.
That's an inside joke.
But I was watching. He was talking about the Grammys Song of the Year.
Yeah.
So he went back to 1984, 85. And he said, "Here are the five or six songs."
I saw a clip of this, yeah.
And it was like Lionel Richie, Michael Jackson. I forget. It was like all these iconic songs and artists that are still played to this day.
Now it's Cat's Eye.
And then now he read the ones that were up for this year, and then he went and said, "Okay, who wrote Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones wrote whatever song was up there, or it was like two people that wrote the song." Or one person. Yeah. Sometimes it's just the artist. And then he went through all the songs that were Song of the Year, and there were like 15 to 20 people on each song.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how, and that is purely because they're like, they want to, that's where you make the most money. It's being the writer.
Yeah.
Right? So if you can just get a cut of that, it keeps certain parts of that industry satisfied enough to keep this fucking thing going.
Yeah.
That's barely going.
Right.
It's just wild to me.
Yeah, it's crazy. And my daughter eats that shit up.
Yeah.
Eats it up, man. She's going to be that, cuz like my older daughter, she can still watch a movie. She still likes watching like a full-length movie. And she's into, like right now, she's watching movies that were made back in the 90s. Like, those are her favorite movies. Like, she was talking about before you came over. She's like, I'm going to watch, what was the first one that she wanted to watch tonight? She already watched it. But
10 Things I Hate About You?
No, that was going to be the second one.
Okay.
That was going to be the second one, but the first one was whatever. Last night, she watched The Notebook.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Sure.
And so we all sat down. We were watching The Notebook together last night. But she still has her memory bank still can be satisfied with a movie.
Well, and I wonder maybe that curiosity because I didn't really start getting that kind of curiosity until high school. So
yeah, maybe it'll change a little bit for our younger daughter, but I mean, it's already very different. The two of them are very different.
Yeah.
In the way that they use that phone. And the way that they consume things.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it makes me a little bit worried,
Sure. Yeah. I get it.
But they're both great students, so we've got that going for us right now. Yeah.
That's good. All right, should we wrap this
Yeah,
up?
we should
What
wrap
are we doing?
this up.
What are we doing here? All right, thank you everyone. I apologize that it was some sort of esoteric fucking bullshit that I wanted to do today, but that's it. Whatever. Send us an email. Send your hate mail to sod.podcast@gmail.com.
Send it directly to JD at SOD. Yeah.
And we'll let it sit in there and probably forget about it. But
3 years.
Yeah, but we'll get to it. So, all right, Dan. Bye.
Bye.
Now, all of you, get the fuck out now before I get too mad to turn back.